Okay, so what we have today here are Tokina lenses that we want to introduce to the market. Tokina has been known in the photo market for quite a while to produce really affordable, well-priced lenses for the photo market. What their approach is now is to produce cine-style lenses. So we're really looking at an affordable cine-style lens that they bring into market. The first product is the 11-16 lens that is a wide-angle zoom lens that they refitted from their photo lens to be in the cinema style. So what does it mean? Cinema style is you have gear rings for aperture, zoom and focus. Obviously they rehoused a little bit. All of their zoom lenses for the cinema style will cover Super 35 one chip cameras. That's where they're aiming for. The 11-16 is a tremendous optical quality and really the affordable cinema style lenses, competing with lenses on the market that are way more expensive in that field. We're talking about roughly 1,700 euros for that lens, which is nothing comparable on the market. This is a very good fit for, as we have here now, the Black Magic Cinema camera, for example, or smaller cameras, but it can also work on bigger cameras. With the 11mm, there's rarely any other product that can fit in that range. They have EF mounts for Canon for the small lens. They have the Micro Four Thirds mount. And they're also going to bring out the PL mount themselves that has a little bit longer focus throw than this one. The next product that they introduce is the 16-28mm lens. We're showing it here on the Blackmagic 4K cinema camera. Already bigger diameter, and this will be the barrel size and the housing size for all the future coming lenses. So in the end, we're going to talk about a set from the 11-16 that we just looked at, the 16-28, the 50-135, and in the future there will become an intermediate zoom range as well. All of them will be like a T-stop 3 throughout the whole zoom range. So even the 50-135 is a T-stop 3.1 throughout the whole range. They have long, at least 120 degrees focusing throw. Not too much breathing, they're really good on the breathing side, and the optical quality in terms of distortion or aberration is re-engineered. So they not just took the SLR lenses and made them work on cameras, they re-engineered them to fit 4K, to have the resolution and to have no aberrations and no distortions on them.
Cameras, wonderful, but today they're consumables. You buy a camera, 3 years later you throw it away because there's a new one, better one. But the one thing that may have a little bit longer lifetime is lights on one hand, yeah, but the glass you put in front of the camera, you may be able to use on your next camera, yeah. And some of the high-class glass is hellishly expensive. There's a new wonderful wide-angle zoom, looks like very long. It's 30,000 euro, and that's not the only lens you need. Or you buy a set of prime lenses and you enter 100,000 euros easy, and you don't have all of them. And along comes a manufacturer, not really very well known, a little bit in photography, yes, and they produce a zoom lens that is very wide. Well, that is difficult, we know that. To have something with a very short focal length, you have to have distortion, yeah, and also to build any optics that is not breathing, where you don't change the image size as you're focusing, that's difficult. So all of a sudden there's a zoom lens from 11-16mm that covers the huge sensor. Yeah, even when you upgrade your red to, yeah, you can still live with it. And it's sharp into the corners. It has super high resolution. That's what everybody talks about. These days, the big new game is to count pixels. Yeah, you're what, a 4K man? Ah, I'm a 6K man. Yeah. How many pixels does Van Gogh have? What's that got to do with it? Images. Yeah? There's some wonderful images before they even started counting pixels. And that doesn't change. So the attention to the number of pixels is a little bit overdone, because there are things in the software that what's happening with the pixels, because the number of pixels is not a guarantee for a good image. It's what happens in the subsequent steps and what happens in our brain and what our eyes want to see, because that's still the ultimate judge. In the end, it all goes into the eye, and that has not been digitized yet. It's a wonderful instrument. And okay, but there's this lens that does it all, like it is a $30,000 or euro lens, and it costs nothing. Yeah, it costs 1,600 euro, and performs like one of the stars. That is not allowed. Yeah, and there's another zoom, and a third one that got introduced at this show. Now there's only one focal length missing, between 24 and 50, and hopefully they're going to do that also. But this is a valuable piece of glass, and it's amazing. It's called Tokina.